I changed things up again, and 99er is now doing hauling and then cleaning, because hauling, that needs to be hauled, this needs to be hauled, that needs to be hauled. Like, hauling's not getting done, and that's because Rams is basically soloing the growing, because the other growers are Wheatley, who's doing all the construction, and Rogue, who's doing all the cooking. So 99er will help with the hauling. Hopefully that kind of sort of gets done a little bit. If I had like 1 or 2 more colonists, we'd be pretty set, because right now we sort of got everybody has their one job, but they do nothing but that, which is fine. It just means that things go really slowly. I've changed around the cooking also because people are just eating raw berries. So we're no longer smoking stuff, because there's really no reason for me to do that. The jerked meats, while they last a while, a good long while, I'd really rather just be doing hearty stew. So we'll do hearty stews. If you do not have the materials for hearty stew, then that means that we have meat sitting by, and we're out of berries, in which case something's fucked up with growing. If we do not have meat and we have a lot of berries, as we do now, we need to set up more hunting. But this is still not a problem, because berries can be eaten raw. They tend to love that kind of thing. It supposedly gives you joy. I think one of these info panels, it tells you that they give you a little bit of joy. Somewhere. But they love eating raw berries over like anything else because reasons. And I can't tell them to not do that, because you can't actually tell colonists what to and not to do. I like the drip policies thing. I really wish I could put foods on here and just generally have more control over the colony, because the way the colonists sort of automate things is really stupid and inefficient in most cases. The things they decide to build, the way they deconstruct stuff, the order that they choose to do which, it's really not good. They're really bad at that. But that's fine. In development and all that, I just hope Titan knows what he's doing. The most recent alphas have been kinda and incredibly difficult for really annoying, meticulous reasons. But we'll wait it out and see what happens. I really hope hauling gets caught up on, because oh my god. A lot of construction going on too. And if we do recruit you, do we even have a bed for you? We don't even have a bed for you. We need to do bedrooms too. Yeah, I guess we'll queue up bedrooms too. Something like this. We'll do a gap here though. And then wall, door. So there's still a gap here, so we can still just get out multiple ways. If we end up having to kite somebody down here, this will be alright. And then I suppose we could go for wood flooring here too. Doesn't really matter, but we'll try it anyway. Hospital. I suppose metal tile. It's, I think, the prettiest thing I've got access to right now. Is that concrete down there? Yeah, okay. It's already concrete. A lot of construction. And then beds. Double beds. Yeah, see, they're just eating berries, even though there's dried berries there and jerked meats there. They're just like, no, fuck that, I'm eating the berries. They're even just eating it in the garden because it's too much of a pain in the ass going to a table. They pocket meals and eat them out on the road. All that shit. I got issues, man. So we'll build a stupid table in this stupid garden. There. So that's yet another construction project to do. Research is on hold because we're mining, because we need to get a backlog of steel, because I'm going to be needing a lot of steel. And speaking of which, I might just go ahead and do the standard blacksmith, the first tier forge, because the second tier forge is going to be a little while. And I guess we don't really lose out on much material for deconstructing this and building the second tier, because unless it's changed, I don't think it has though. When we do the improved smithing systems for the tier 2 bench, It does not give us more recipes for the tier 1 bench. It just simply means we can do a tier 2 bench. It's a silly way to do it, but that's the way it is. So my initial thought was just waiting and skipping tier 1 and then just going straight into tier 2. But we'll see. Whenever we get attacked next, we'll see what we're dealing with and see if we need to start working on armor a little bit first. Oh, hey, how's that going? Oh, apparently really well. Were there any more? Wild boar down here. No, they're all... I think these are all the ones that are just like way off in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I don't really care much about those. But you did get that wild boar, which is a pretty awesome thing. So train him, work on obedience and hauling. And excellent. They eat just about anything. I think I'm going to switch this up again because massive pile of chunks like that doesn't quite work. It slows them down at first, then they sort of speed up for the rest. So the best way to do it would be to do stockpile zone. We'll pause it so they don't do silly things. Well, no, hauling's not being done anyway, really. Would be traps to prevent them from using these rocks as cover, and then a gap so they climb down, and then traps to prevent them from using these rocks as cover. But I'm not going to be doing that many traps because I'm going to be lighting this place on fire with catapults and the murder holes, and because I can't make these out of steel, and I'd imagine they're flammable. Yeah, they're very much flammable. So it's just going to be a massive fire, waste of wood, and a pain in the ass. So not much sense in putting these down. They don't really do much anyway. 10 damage is not very good at all. Wooden deadfall traps are about twice as good, and these are still pretty weak. So we'd really be looking for something like steel traps that do about 60 damage, which is pretty fantastic. They're slightly flammable at 20%. No, 0%. Apparently steel deadfall traps are not flammable, but steel walls are. Wooden deadfall traps aren't flammable either. Okay. So I guess that's the thing. We could go for that, I suppose. Deadfall traps. It's a bit material intensive, but something down the road perhaps. I think what I'm going to do here is just something like that. The murder holes are really small range wise. So paste, 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 paste. Paste. Orders. Haul the guys that need to be hauled still that are out of the zones. So what we'll be ending up doing, you sort of have to do a kill zone. That's just the way medieval times is. Our weapons are terrible. Armor's not quite super effective in this game. It's very much a strength in numbers type thing. It's a bit like tribe. Playing as a tribe. You gotta have a lot of colonists for that. So because we don't have a lot of colonists, we need to do a cool kill zone type thing. That's how it has to be. Otherwise we're gonna get attacked by like a guy with an incendiary launcher and we'll just all die. So it'll be something like they get slowed down. That'll be just a wall. Man, I can't see the plans for shit. We'll have wall, gap, wall to prevent them from just shooting through. And then embrasure. We'll do every other to try to remind myself that this is embrasure, not wall, because I can't color code plans. Minor break. Cocoa chestnut, I'm guessing, because broken up with mulligans, minus 15 for 14 more days. Ah, I was close. Damn, we're also hot, but I can't do anything about that. Well, I can and can't. I really don't want to use the passive coolers. They're too good. But we'll be doing wall, gap, wall to prevent outranging. So they'll come in. They'll be slowed. We can try to catapult them. They'll be slowed for some of this. They'll come in, encounter our murder holes that'll be set up. I don't really know where. probably behind embrasures here, or yeah, embrasures here. So we'll just quickly murder hole them. I could maybe even do another wall, because apparently they shoot over walls. Another wall with a door here. It looks a bit funny. Maybe a double door, maybe. Maybe a double door, that'll look a little bit better. So it'll be a double door system. So they come in here, they have to break down the door, we're murder holing them. Hopefully the walls are made out of a fireproof material. I'll need to be doing stone cutting at some point. We're doing crafting systems here so we can do the defensive systems. Right. Then we can do the wall. But I would need stone cutting. I know cocoa chestnut, I know. Do we have any of the smoke leaf? I saw us harvesting it. Are we making any? Making travelware first. Okay, that won't be too much longer, right? Okay. Let's check out what is Moleskines'. Your mood's like really low. At 37%. Oh, you're dropping down like a lot to, that'll be 24, 25% or so. Let's go drug policies. Double check what we got here. First, social drugs that everybody's on. Beer below 50, smoke leaf below 40. Let's go smoke leaf below 35. I guess that's fine. And then take the inventory, I don't know, 3. You can carry a few around with you if you'd like. Wonder if I can mod meals into this. Wonder how that'd work. Take to inventory 0 for meals because fuck all of you. Except hunters. Hunters I'm okay with that because they tend to go really far out anyway. In fact, speaking of hunting, we can hunt these guys carefully. If we even have a hunter still. Rogue's hunting. After cooking, Rogue hunts. Okay. Rogue doesn't do any cooking because the only cooking to be done is a hearty stew. So really he's just like full-time grower. Right. Do I have a food prep station? I do. Early beavers. Again. In the top left corner. Are you kidding me? Alright, set them for hunt. Yeah, fine. Cancel the rocks out there too. Yeah, relax socially. We'll work on hunting them tomorrow. That's really annoying. I think this is the 3rd time we've had alpha beavers, isn't it? Maybe? I might be getting playthroughs confused. Seems awfully common. I could do the food prep station though. This it requires hand tools, so I would need the tier 1 blacksmith forge, which I was considering doing anyway. But this allows me to make things in bulk. Which my only concern about doing things in bulk is how food poisoning works, because you make like 20, I think, at the same time. So if it rolls and you get food poisoning, does the entire stack of 20 have food poisoning on it? That's my only concern with that. It doesn't save you materials, it just saves you time. A lot of time, in fact. So I guess we could go for it. We'll do a food prep station. God, that looks horrible. Constant chewing sound's gonna drive me insane. I've trained myself to listen for it, so I go into a slight panic whenever I hear it. We'll throw it here, and we'll do furniture. We'll give you a little stool. There. And this guy, we'll just uninstall it. We don't really need it right now. The stone hearth, same considerations, just uninstalling it. This whole area needs to be cleaned. Oh my god. This is disgusting. In fact, let your joy get up there a little more. Moderate amount of pain? Oh, stab scar. Well, quit poking it. All these. How about you, Ovi? Wait, you don't haul anyway. Yeah, you refuse to do hauling. Still side with people being capable of everything, but they just get a negative moodlet depending on how long they were doing it. Okay, we'll leave it there. Good work, 99er. We'll call that a day. Hey, grass is going up there. Good. I forgot. Good job, past me. You did it. That's uninstalled. We could floor this up. Bad berries. Yeah, take that, prisoner. You fuck. That's what you get for not joining us. God damn it. We're not apparel. That is what the 99%. God. That is what the tribal wear is for. So set him for strip. And we'll have to manually haul the clothing out of there because I don't think he's smart enough to just wear the tribal wear. We'll see. It'd be nice to mine that out too. I'll be doing that eventually. I want Cocoa Chestnut to go back to researching though. And you've had bad berries too. What is with the bad berries? Did somebody plant the wrong thing? Rogue heading out first thing in the morning. See, that's not very smart. That's being dumb. At least you carried food with you. Your joy's pretty okay. Can I like lock you in here and have you take care of this shit real quick until your joy gets like a notch lower, then you can go out there with tons of joy. Will that work? Your mood is pretty fantastic though. I suppose it's not really an issue, but there we go, relaxing socially. Oh right, because you're the cook, so yeah, you were doing the whole same with Muskians. Muskians? Oh yeah, I did have you cook too, didn't I? At one time anyway. But now you're basically a dedicated crafter. Yes. Yeah, dedicated crafting, I'm fine with that. And then haul then clean. After tailoring and all that. Let's say yeah for Smith too. So you are tons of joy. You're like really tired though. What the fuck? Why are you so tired, Rogue? Did you not sleep last night? Did you hunt an alpha beaver? No. There you go. At least we're getting it cleaned up though. Nice. Okay, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess head up and hunt the alpha beavers. It's. You're so exhausted. Okay, hold on. Come back, take a nap. I'm not sure what happened to you. I think you were probably out late trying to hunt and you never finished the hunt. So what hour do we got? 11th hour? Take a nap, Rogue. That's a lot of steel. Finish that bit, and we'll call that done for now. Set him up for stripping again. He's gonna try to put that shit back on, even though it's gonna make him complain. There, shoddy travel wear. Better. Okay, back to whatever you were doing. So a little more mood now for that, yeah? Uncomfortable. Well, your beds are pretty horrible. They're all poor. There is a mod that I should install that's a quality builder. It tells the colonists to basically deconstruct it if it's not a certain quality threshold. But my only concern with that is sometimes I'd like, if I'm going for something high quality, I'd like to be able to uninstall the things that I'm not going to use so I can sell them later. If materials aren't, well, we can move those elsewhere. If material cost isn't really much of a concern. Whoops. If it's something like, oh, I have thousands of wood, let's just keep going for beds, then sure, we'll make some beds, and the ones that don't meet the quality, we'll just sell. So from what I can tell, that mod doesn't allow you to do that. Maybe it does, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it'll update one day. And don't put drugs down there. And we have art here. But that's why I'm not using that mod. Ooh, it's an excellent one. Over with death or something like that. It's a portrayal of a stream. Executed in a pixelated style. It's a pixelated stream. I don't know what half these words are. Okay, excellent. Good job, I think. We'll throw that in here. To try to boost up Wheatley's room. Yeah. Area 1's that, huh? Okay, manage areas. I think you're only that for construction purposes, but that's fine. We'll do new area. Rename. General. I don't know. Expand a lot area for general in here. Manage areas. Invert general. And then restrict everybody to area, or sorry, general. Sans Wheatley, who's unrestricted. So only Wheatley can come in here. I'm afraid of people coming in here and viewing art while he's sleeping. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue because we're all on the same schedule. But if he ends up having to sleep in through the joy hour and others don't, it could be a problem. Furniture, bed. I highly doubt we'll be getting Aguilar like anytime soon. 99% is ridiculous. But just in case. And tools, right. Go for that. And if I remember rightly, you cannot put down a chair. Yeah. Road coming back to consume jerked meats. The alpha beavers are just too far away. We get up there, we shoot at them for a bit, and then I don't even know where they are. There they are. We get up there, shoot at them for a bit, miss a lot because we're trying to max range with a pretty inaccurate weapon anyway, and don't end up killing them. So he's just wasting his time. I mean, these alpha beavers, I just have to send out a hunting party and manually do it. So tomorrow morning we'll go for that. I guess it's a bit annoying, but it has to be done because otherwise they will eat every single tree ever. Oh yeah, Ram's firefighting spree. Great. Yeah, ignite the wooden wall, thanks. We'll keep people up to handle this, I suppose. Your fire's failed? Question mark? There we go. Nice, thanks. Well, at least you got catharsis for it. Yay, 100 mood. Why can you break at any time? I don't get it. Oh well. We got some of the hunting done, it looks like. Squirrel meat. Squirrel meat? What squirrel did we hunt? I don't know. Where'd you find the squirrel meat, man? Never mind, I don't want to know. Alright, well, we got some meal, so that's good. That needs to be installed still. Aguilar, you're being fed still, right? Yeah, we're just giving you raw berries. I could go for the ballistae, but the problem with these is they're really slow and also inaccurate. So yeah, I can't really install them anyway because we can't shoot over fences. This is effectively just a wall. A wall with doors. I need to remember that. I keep thinking, oh, we can shoot over it. No, we can't. It's just a really poopy wall. But if I have it as a parapet, then people can just snipe us with sniper rifles. which some people will argue that I shouldn't even allow sniper rifles. There is a mod that is strictly medieval, but in my mind that makes things really bland and boring and very repetitive because you reach max tech very, very early and the world isn't really that interesting. I feel like mixing of the different technologies that's the RimWorld lore. That's how it is, and in my mind that makes it a lot more interesting. But that might just be me. Everybody's gonna have their different opinions. Mulskian's smoking up. Why? Your mood is 51%. Oh, we can fix this, by the way. 51% mood. %51 mood. Is this an either or thing? Is that what's going on? That's annoying if it's either or. Don't use that as a joy activity, I guess? I think that's what it is. You're doing that as a joy activity. That's annoying that that's or. Can I set that? That'd be nice. Just be like, and, or, and it's like, oh, it's selected and. So if your mood is below that and your joy is below that, or selected for or, so it's now or. But if we're doing mood only, that'll work, I guess. Ugh. So it is now a pure mood thing. You didn't get the, okay, good. Making sure you didn't get the negative moodlet for that. And today we take care of those alpha beavers. Because the game seems to think we have... Man, would you just get over it? Fuck. Seriously. Just rest until healed. They're only bruises, but rest anyway. Use medicine? Sure, why not? We have so much medicine. Dr. Wheatley, okay. Skins doesn't get medicine though. Let's quickly go through this. That's just some previous injury I didn't want to use medicine for. So you should heal up pretty quickly. Yeah, you're basically already done. And you're basically already done. Okay, that won't be very long at all. Beds being made, normal quality bed, very nice. What do we have for beds actually? I don't think they were that great. Shoddy, poor. Yeah, it should really make just a shitload of beds. I think I'm running like out of wood though. So, chop wood. However, alpha beavers. Come up here. Rams, you don't have a weapon. You're melee. Wheatley, come up here. Bro, come up here. Finally. Okay. Is that all of them? Those are corpses. Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out, and knocked out. Okay, that's all of them. Good job, everyone. Eat at a table. Rogue Wheatley and Mulskians might... I'll just give everybody an extra hour of joy. Major break risk on Wheatley. He's starving, man. Can he make it? Insulted times 2. By who? By 99er? Why? Oh, it's creepy breathing. Find some horseshoes. We should do targeting dummies or training dummies or whatever. should do those pretty soon. I was excited about those and never really got around to doing that. Wheatley, install the statue for yourself. It's never gonna get done otherwise. Ta-da! Mediocre now. So -4.